Basics of software testing and testing methods, that is test cases. Before starting this point, we will discuss about software testing first. What is software testing? Software testing is the process of executing a program with the intent of finding the defects. Software testing is defined as the activity to check whether the actual result matches the expected results and to ensure that the software system is defect free. That is software testing. Then what is test cases? A test case is a set of conditions or variables under which a tester will determine whether a system under test satisfies requirements or works correctly. Means what? Test case is the set of conditions which is helpful to complete our software testing process step by step. A test case consists of inputs given to the program and its expected output. A test case consists input as well as output. By using test case report, we can analyze our actual result and expected result also. A test case is a documentation that specifies the input that has to be given and the output that is expected from the system and the preconditions that must be met for executing the test cases. Means in test case we are going to analyze our actual output and expected output as well as prerequisite and input data. Every test case will have a unique identification number. When we do testing, we set desired preconditions, if any, given selected inputs to the program and note the observed output. Means as per the given input, we get actual output of that particular test. Then we compare the observed output with expected output. Means we should compare our actual output with our required output. If actual output and required output same, there is no difference between them, then our test is successful test. If the actual output and required output are mismatches, then our test case result is unsuccessful, means status will be failed. This is the test cases. In short, what test case is the set of condition or one type of documentation which is helpful to complete our software testing and which is helpful to check our actual output and required output are same or different. This is the test case template. Test case template means one type of standard format to design the test cases. First one, the test case ID. Test case ID is nothing but the unique identification of that particular test case. Next, test designed by. Here you should write the name of the person who is responsible for designing the test cases. Then test priority. Based on test case deepness, we should decide the priority of our particular test case, that is low, medium or high. Next, test designed date. The date on which test was designed. Then module name. Name of the module of our project or software. Then the test executed by. Here you should write the name of the person who is responsible or who is going to execute our test cases. Next, test title. This is the test case name. For example, login field or application form, test cases, whatever, depends on tester. Then test executed date, the date on which test was executed. Then description means detailed information about that particular test case. Then preconditions means requirements for that particular test cases or input data of that particular test cases. Then steps 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. Then test steps, in that how to complete our testing process, this stepwise procedure. Then test data, which data you are going to testing. Then expected result, the result whichever you want or tester needed. The actual result, the result get from the testing. And last one, the status, pass or fail. Status means either your test is successful test or failed. That is, if the expected result and actual results are same, then our status will be pass. If actual result and expected results are different, then our status will be fail. This is the test case template, a standard format of test case. Then how to write the test cases. For example, I want to test our Gmail account login form. Then how to write the test cases for that particular test. This is the sample test cases for login form of Gmail account. First, test case ID, that is TC1. Objectives of that test case is to check authentic login user. Means what? In this test, I am going to check the username is valid or not, or the user is authenticated or not. Then prerequisite. What are the requirements of that particular to complete this test case? First one, login screen is opened and username text box is enabled. If username text box or login screen is not there, then we can't check this username. Then steps. How to complete this test case? Enter valid username in username text box. Then input data. Which data we are going to test? That is, for example, sit@gmail.com. Then expected result. The username should be accepted by the system. Actual result, username accepted. Then our status is pass, because there is no difference between expected result and actual result. Then test case 2, TC2. This is the test case ID of test case 2. This test case is designed to check the password field. What are the prerequisites for that password field? Valid username is entered and password field is enabled. Then steps, enter valid password in password field. This is the input data which are going to test. Then expected result, password should accepted by the system. Actual result, password accepted. That's why our status is pass. Then test case 3, signing in the Gmail account. Valid username and password is entered, then click on the sign in button. There is no input data, that's why not applicable. Then expected result, login successful. Actual result, login successful. There is no difference between expected result and actual result, that's why our status is pass. These are the sample test cases for login form of Gmail account. In this way, we can write the test cases for any software module or any software forms. Next, when to start and stop the testing of software. that is entry and exit criteria. When to start our software testing and when to stop our software testing. Entry criteria deciding is easy, but exit criteria we can't decide easily. First one, entry criteria. Entry criteria for software testing lifecycle phase can be defined as specific conditions or all those documents which are required to start a particular phase of software testing lifecycle. It should be present before entering any of the software testing lifecycle phase. Means what? Entry criteria is nothing but the specific conditions to start our software testing lifecycle phase. Then exit criteria. Exit criteria for software testing lifecycle phase can be defined as items, documents, actions, tasks that must be completed before concluding the current phase and moving on to the next phase. Means exit criteria is nothing but the specific conditions through which we can end our previous phase of the software testing life cycle and we will start next phase of the software testing life cycle. In next point we will discuss entry criteria and exit criteria in detail. Entry criteria. Entry criteria means entry criteria specifies when that phase can be started, also included the inputs for the phase. Entry criteria for software testing lifecycle phase can be defined as specific conditions or all those documents which are required to start a particular phase of software testing lifecycle should be present before entering any of the software testing lifecycle phase. While setting the entry criteria, it is also important to define the time frame when the entry criteria item is available to start the process. Means what? The entry criteria for quality assurance testing is defined as specific conditions or ongoing activities that must be present before a process can begin. Means before starting our software testing lifecycle process, we should define our entry criteria, and after that our software testing lifecycle process will be continued. In the systems development lifecycle, it also specifies which entry criteria are required at each phase. Additionally, it is also important to define the time interval or required amount of lead time that an entry criteria item is available to the process. Means you should define the time interval to start our software testing lifecycle or to enter the software testing lifecycle process. Means in short, entry criteria is nothing but the specific condition to start our software testing lifecycle process. This is the entry criteria. Then next one is the exit criteria. Exit means ending or to stop the software testing lifecycle process. Exit criteria for software testing lifecycle phases can be defined as items, documents, action, tasks that must be completed before concluding the current phase and moving on to the next phase. Exit criteria is a set of expectations. This should be met before concluding the software testing lifecycle phase. The exit criteria is defined as the specific conditions or ongoing activities that must be present before a lifecycle phase can be considered complete. Means exit criteria is nothing but a specific condition or a set of conditions to end or to complete our particular software testing lifecycle phase. It should be decided before completing our project's software testing life cycle phase, or before starting the next phase of software testing life cycle. It is easy to decide when to start the testing, but it is difficult to determine when to stop the testing, as testing is a never-ending process and no one can say that any software is 100% tested. Following are the some aspects which should be considered to stop the testing. First one, testing deadlines. Means according to deadlines we can end our software testing process. Then completion of test case execution. Then completion of functional and code coverage to certain point. Next, bug rate falls below a certain level and no high priority bugs are identified. Then we can stop our testing. Then management decision. According to management decision, we can stop our software testing lifecycle process. Then testing should be stopped when it meets the completion criteria or it fulfill all the criteria of that particular software. Then we can stop our software testing process. The exit criteria for software testing lifecycle phase is the conclusion of our software testing process. Means after completing our exit criteria or after getting our exit criteria, we can decide when we can stop our software testing process. This is the exit criteria or when to stop the software testing. In today's lecture, we learn that first point is test cases. Means what is test case? A test case is a set of conditions that specifies the input that has to be given and the output that is expected from the system and the preconditions that must be met for executing the test case. Means a test case is a set of conditions which are helpful to complete our software testing process. Then test case template. In test case template, there is one test case. There is first field test case ID. Test case ID is nothing but the unique identification of software testing. Next, test designed by means the person who is responsible for test designing. Then test priority, that is low, medium or high. Next, test designer date, the test case designer date. Then module name of the module of our project on which we are going to testing. Then test executed by the person who is going to execute our test cases. Then test title, the name of the test case. Then test execution date, when this test was executed. Then description, detail the information of that particular test case. Then preconditions, in that requirements or conditions for that particular test. Next, steps, stepwise procedure, that is 1, 2, 3, 4 up to number of test cases. Then test steps, step 1, how to complete our test. Then test data, this is nothing but the input data which is going to tested. Then expected result, means testers required result. Then actual result, means the result which are getting after completion of the testing. And last one is the test status, either pass or fail. If actual result and expected result are equal or same, then our status will be pass. If actual result and expected result are different, then our status will be fail. Then next point is when to start and stop the software testing, that is entry criteria and exit criteria. What is entry criteria? Entry criteria is nothing but the specific condition to start our software development type cycle phase, means when to start our software testing. Then exit criteria, this is a specific conditions or ongoing activities that must be present before a life cycle phase can be considered completed, or a specific condition to stop or to end our software development life cycle phase and to start our next phase of software testing life cycle. This is nothing